Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Hill to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mayfield on play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down now, it's Montgomery.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game. And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football? Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone. So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. The first throw for the backup Foles. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Isaiah Coulter there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too. Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss
loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw. And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will be taken at the 13. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably in the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 42 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Second and 10. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 18. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw caught here by Bird.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action now. Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On first down, Fields. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball?
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One play action, Fields. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. First down. It's Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that comp.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Herbert, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open.
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. Touchdown, Dolphins! Myles Gaskin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. Being chased out left. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 25 on second down. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. First down throw for Bridgewater. He'll find Williams on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
53, check 53.
Gaskin again. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Edmonds will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you, coming up at halftime, Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Out of the gun now on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Gaskin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped. At the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this try after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter.